Drills Talk, episode 117. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 4 reasons to ask, why not you? This is based on a blog I wrote in the past entitled Survival of the Fittest. Survival of the Fittest is used to describe the fact that the best always rises to the top. The cream always rises to the top. They always succeed. The golden child is guaranteed a spot at the top, and that is not factual. That is not the case. There's a reason why they're underdogs. There's a reason why they're underdog stories. There's the reason why we know rags to riches stories like the back of our hand. So we're going to discuss and we're going to ask, why not you? Let's go.
Yo, Drills.
Created by the great wizard of the new world.
Drills Talk, episode 117. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 4 ways to ask, why not you? But before we get started, please like, subscribe, show your love however you would like to show your love. Here, we're an entrepreneurship-based channel. Every Monday, we have a new blog. Every Wednesday, a new Drills Talk. And I also will add in videos, motivational, entrepreneurship-based videos, and I hope you check those out too. Let's get started. Number 1. Number 1 is the well-equipped doesn't always succeed. Using a sports term of a bust, right? We know of this young kid coming up and they seem to be it, right? They're going to be stars. And they get to the big league, if they get to the big league, and they just fizzle away. Why is that? There are many different reasons as to one fizzling away versus the other fizzling away, but it's showing us that even the well-equipped don't always succeed. We have people who went to school with, very smart people. The valedictorian doesn't really turn out to be as successful as you would think a valedictorian would be. The C student happened to start, 4 businesses, sold 2 of them, happens to be a multi-millionaire. Things occur. That's the underdog story, right? You looking at these kids and at an 18-year-old, as 18-year-olds, and you're saying, okay, well, that kid is in the, he's in the average percentile. He kind of fits in the middle, or she kind of fits in the middle. Nothing really special about them. This kid excels. They have a 95, 96, 97 average. They're going to a good college. I'm going to put my money that this kid over here with the high grades are going to be way more successful. That's what we do. But life is the great equalizer. And I want you to understand that if you're not that well-equipped person, I don't want you to be down on yourself thinking that, oh my goodness, I have this and that against me, and this person over here seems to have the total package. I don't want you questioning yourself like that, because really, no matter what package you have, no matter how good your start is, no matter how great it looks, until you do it, you're in the race just like everyone else. So remember that they still have to get to that finish line, just like you have to get to that finish line. So don't let your aspirations be affected because of someone else looking like they are more equipped for the journey, because you never know. Number 2 is everyone has shortcomings. Even that quote unquote perfect person, that golden child, has shortcomings. Everyone questions themselves. It may not be externally. They may not share the questioning, but everyone questions themselves. So your shortcomings may show more. You may have visible shortcomings. Your grade's not that good. You have issues being on time. It's just you have trouble taking direction from other people. It doesn't look like you're going to really make it in this workforce, right? So you're probably having no chance, right? No, what you're going to do is you're going to adapt, and you're going to get even better at what you are good at. And you're going to try to clean up those issues, those shortcomings you have. And in doing so, you're going to excel past the person who's been told that they have nothing wrong with them, and the ones who suppress their issues and look away from their shortcomings because they have been labeled the golden child. They have been labeled that they're going to, be so great. So they can't share and be comfortable with their shortcomings as you can acknowledge your shortcomings, because everyone sees them. You're at an advantage of having visible shortcomings. You don't have the pressure that a golden child or a valedictorian or a person, excelling at an entry level position Everyone looking at them to one day be in middle management to executiveship. They have a lot of pressure. You're coming in with no pressure, no expectations, and that can be used as an advantage. Acknowledge your shortcomings, accept them, get better at what you're already great at, and try to clean up some of those shortcomings and see how fast you rocket past that golden child. Number three. Number three is to acknowledge the underdog story. How many rags to riches examples have you seen? Have you heard of? Do you know of? How many college dropouts do you know have, succeeded in entrepreneurship? A lot, right? You know these stories. They do happen. They can happen. And it's not of, oh, well, I'm just seeing it on TV. No, you know of these stories in your day-to-day life. You went to school with these people. You may have worked with these people. There's people that you had, a first job with. You see them online and they're starting businesses. They're social media influencers. They're, having brand deals. And like, wow, we were rubbing shoulders together. They're people. They're a regular person just like me. They applied themselves. It's an underdog story. And if you're that underdog, embrace being the underdog. No one's expecting you to win. And you have a lot more people cheering for you than you think. Being an underdog is not the end of the world. It's just an extra push. You can use it as no one really believes in me. If that helps you, you can, no one thinks that I can do it. And I can have you grind a little harder, have you learn a little more so you can surprise them and pounce on them and say, hey, I'm taking over. That's what you get for, calling me the underdog. Or you can look at it the other way and say, hey, I'm the underdog. A lot of people are rooting for me. Some people understand that, the golden child gets all the attention and they want to put some attention on this underdog, this rare occurrence, or sort of say, even though the underdog story is not very rare. But people enjoy rooting for the underdog until they're no longer the underdog. So if you do embrace the attention you get as the underdog, just know as soon as you start to win, that's gone. So you can embrace it and use it until you get to where you are. But understand that it's temporary and you're just using it to push you to where you need to go. But it's real and it can be you. Number four. Number four is the variables. Why didn't so-and-so make it to the NBA? How did this guy not make it to the NFL? Why did this lady, the top valedictorian in my school who wanted to be a doctor, go to school, go to college, pre-med, never actually got to becoming a doctor? It's just so many variables in life. The athlete blew their knee out in college, never really got back to who they were. The young lady who wanted to be a med, she stopped going to school because she wanted to take care of her elderly grandfather who raised her, right? And life occurred and she met somebody and she started a family and she never got back to med school. It's just so many different variables. Just like, how did this person, the dude who sat in the back of the class, or the young lady who came to class late and sat in the back of the class, how did they become successful entrepreneurs? Or how did they become executives at this Fortune 500 company? The variables. They grew up poor. They grew up with little chance. So after high school, they could make only a little bit of mistakes. They had no room for error. So they took every chance, every opportunity very seriously, as opposed to the golden child who knew that more were coming. Although they may have not, but in their head, more opportunities are everywhere. But the person who's the underdog, they appreciate every opportunity. Again, another sports analogy is like not turning over the ball. You appreciate every possession. You want to get a good shot every possession. You want to put your best foot forward every opportunity you have. And doing that for 5, 10 years got them opportunities that the golden child wouldn't have gotten because they didn't really respect every opportunity because more were coming. Those variables are what makes a person who is, a C student become an A plus adult versus an A plus student who becomes a C or C minus adult. Variables. So with those variables and knowing that life happens and all this stuff can occur, and why not you? Whatever it is you want to be, why not you? It can't be because of skill. It can't be because of opportunity. It can't be because of someone else being a little better or looking better on paper. A resume, they have a better resume. Yeah, you still have to do the work. You still have to run the race. And there are a lot of variables in everyone's race. Their race may have hurdles, may have, stop signs, may have detours. And when you start to run your race and you take it seriously and you're preparing for every step and you're looking every direction to make sure nothing's coming, and you find yourself at the finish line and they're not there, then you understand that, hey, why was I questioning this? Why not me? Why not you? Drills Talk, episode 117. These are the top 4 reasons to ask, why not you? Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's drills.com. Check this out. It's Drills.